I love it. I absolutely love it.
Where's my character? Do I have a character?
Yeah, you should. Let me go ahead and give Joe his character.
I'm sorry, I cannot claim fame for this because I actually cannot even go under Roll20, so...
Oh, you can't?
No.
Okay, well, we will take a picture of the screen for you and send it into Discord.
Joe, why can't you get into Roll20?
I don't have internet.
Oh.
Damn, Clutch, using his data to talk to us.
On my phone. And Roll20 does not like that.
No, it's not very mobile friendly.
They used to have an app. And stopped supporting it.
Bitch. Those bitches.
Damn it, I wonder if you're gonna get like Barbie dolls and stuff. Which is like the same thing.
Yeah, definitely different.
I mean, that's why there's pictures of you on the internet.
I do have prosthetic limbs.
You mean like a Mexican?
What?
A Mexican with a prosthetic limb.
What are you talking about?
Mexican.
Dude.
It's Roberto.
Don't do Rob, I don't get your joke, but I halfway get your joke because you're a robot. But
Prosthetic toe. His name's Roberto.
I get it.
I typed in my name in Google.
Oh, sorry, I didn't execute that joke well.
oh yeah, have you given yourself a fantasy name after, like, you know, spawning into this world, or are you just going by Ken?
Just going by Ken.
Okay.
Can you give me a token?
You got a token, bro, huh?
How the heck do I
It's
put a picture in here?
you have to click on it and go to edit, and then you have to drag. Do you want me to put a picture in there for you?
Oh, I gotta go to edit on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's your first time Roll 20.
I remember my first time.
Joe, do you have a picture I can use one of my old tokens for your token?
Just like find a... Well, I can send one.
Okay, cool, yeah. Let you customize it as much as you want. Also want to put it into paint and put it...
I'm literally about to Google a picture of Pink Hill.
Alright, I'll give you access to his character. Well, I guess everybody if they want to. Just so that everybody has a chance to move
Find
him.
no token.
I'm actually very glad I can't find myself in Google.
Oh, I don't have permission. Boom.
Oh, wait. Oops. I did the wrong guy. I give everybody access to Nate's character.
I know, I'm about to change it.
See ya. Doot, doot, doot.
Oh yeah, see, I don't have the edit function on mine for some reason.
Hi, Ollie.
Joe has one. But I'm not
It's not in like the bio and info in the top left.
Like, if boy clicks on his thing, and it doesn't have the edit option.
Okay, let me see here.
I can't even click on it anymore now.
Oh yeah? Because I deleted
Yeah.
you. I didn't really do this.
Oh.
It's not true, I didn't do that.
Oh, now I got Joe.
Yeah, hold on. I just did that so that you guys could move him around. Alright, well, I actually am gonna delete you.
No.
Not you, Robert.
Have it twice. What the fuck?
Okay. There you go. There's something with a crazy name. It's like Ankrib Crib. That's you, Rob.
Ah, I like that one. See, now I couldn't edit before.
Okay.
So yes, I don't generally know what I'm doing, but I knew that something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm. It also stopped letting me click on your edit button. So, that was kind of weird, but... Okay, so,
It's about to storm.
I think you can type in like XLS and
So last session was like technically like session 0, and everybody kind of just described their daily routines and how their characters looked, and discovered there was like a town meeting that was held that discussed the upcoming events that were going to unfold, which is Lucha Ultima, which everybody in the town who knows or has frequented the town at least, if not like is an actual citizen of the town, knows Lucha Ultima heralds like the change of a season and aligns with various astrological signs, and it allows them to distinguish which spiritual rituals and or shrines to go to pay proper homage to the deities of the woods and the forests that they are settled in and around, because it also is a time where they get privilege from the forest to expand their settlement and celebrate at the same time. So there is a few days of strenuous labor before astrological alignments happen. Then stages are erect, feasts are crafted, and a grand wrestling match is had between different patrons of the town that take on the personas, bless you, of various spirits that are seen in the astrological stars and alignments and constellations. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Constellations. As well as different like seasonal creatures that are about. So there's a couple of different variables that depict which wrestlers are done. And then the victor, as you all know, this is all common knowledge to y'all. So, except maybe you can.
Yeah.
Even though you've been here for a while and the town is like very welcoming to strangers, and you like woke up in the tavern and your tab was paid and like they kind of like halfway knew you. Regardless, yeah, you don't know really.
Is this town prominently like human, or are there a bunch of different races?
It is very even amongst like the populace. Like there's humans, there's half orcs, there's elves, there's like even beast folk, owls, turtle, lizards,
Nice.
elves of different types, wood, moon, high.
Vampires.
Yeah, some people think vampires, werewolves. There's tieflings. Yeah, dragonborn tiefling crosses. There's little orphan
Dragons.
children from the woods. Probably dragons, who knows? They could be true polymorphed. dwarves. There's like a little. Hold on, let me look at the orphans. The orphans are the most diverse because they get spit out from the woods. There's a furbolg.
I was an orphan.
Yes, and you're quite diverse from the woodlands. There's a tabaxi, a half giant, which isn't the same as Rob. Rob's furbolg is not a. Even though he is giant, but this is like a literal half giant. There's a bear person, a pangolin, and a tabaxi. So like a cat, or a khajiit, or a Rashkashin, or whatever you want to call them. That's like a weird planar thing. I don't think they're that.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah,
You guys probably see me walking around, just kind of like taking everything in, not really talking to anybody, and kind of looking out of place.
Yeah, so was there anything you guys wanted to do at the end of the day yesterday? It technically, before your day of consecration happened, because there was there was a town meeting, and it was just pretty much like telling everybody in the town that Lucha Libre or Lucha Ultima is going to happen, and there was like 3 sections that we were like kind of split up and departmentalized for the town folk to sign up in, and there was different sign up sheets around town, so you would have seen some in the inn and the tavern and at different shops that just said like pre-Ultima checklist, and then there's stage/location prep, and then under that is town festival prep, and then under that is pilgrimage prep, and you see that it goes like a little bit more refined into like slight descriptions about each one, but there's also like lists of each sheet that you can sign up on, and most, if not, I'm almost certain the whole party had signed up for the consecration effort, which is like the clearing of the woodlands that is going to be used and refined for the stage and future like establishments there, as well as like going through the means of justifying it. So rituals, homage, lots of fapping, things like that.
Catch me fapping.
Oh, good. That's also a way of paying homage.
Whose characters are human again?
That's why I got Shelby.
She bites your hands. Don't do that, Dad.
She's like, hey, look here.
Amy's in here.
Shelby's my friend, not my pet.
You said Amy's a human?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably, what, are you walking around at all? Are you out in the town?
Oh, here, do you guys want to describe your characters again? And what you, so, well, we can start,
Yeah, I was about to say, we should probably...
yeah, so I'll give you like a little bit of a setting recap too, where it's like you are on the continent of Vibia, which is a conglomeration of continents of Xirapha, which is like the world you're on, or at least this realm of the planet, and the far northern reaches of Vibia are known as Ionias, and they're like a arid and warm sunswept savannas and steeps, and to the almost like inverse to the deep southern regions with floating mountains and deep caverns known as Kitungu. There and everything really in between that is super lush verdant forest, very similar to I mean, to put pretty much almost on parallel, like James Cameron's like Avatar. Bioluminescent plants, peculiar animals, predator prey, flora fauna of all different types, filling in different niches, and like demographics within like the environment itself, but in the far western regions, we find ourselves in the Mist Vale Grove and Stone Point, which is pretty much like a super cozy little settlement, very, very far off from other settlements. And it is the day after the town meeting to herald Lucha Ultima, and after everybody signed up and the sheets were all collected. And what is everybody doing and what do they look like? We can, I guess, kind of start with whoever speaks up first.
Yeah, so I am the human. I'm about 5'10", 180 pounds. I'm in these just very basic, scratchy clothing, commoner's clothing, one might say. I've got a backpack on and a bow strung around me, and just kind of walking around, looking wide-eyed and trying to take everything in and looking unsure at everything.
All right, and then Joe, I guess you can go since you're also new, fresher.
So you guys see a elf with glasses. He looks very basic. He's wearing kind of merchant clothes that are kind of ragged. And he's a high elf. And he just looks, maybe half asleep. Hello.
That would
Oh God. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the voice, but I cannot. So it's just gonna be whatever it is.
It's an early morning.
It's a very early morning.
All right. Would Oak Bark like to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Oak Bark. I'm a orphan. I don't have many friends. My best friend Shelby. She's a dwarf mongoose. I'm about 8 feet tall or 7 feet tall, somewhere around there. You don't know the difference because it's just a big guy. And people in the town think I'm a werewolf. They call me all sorts of names, mostly beast or monster. Just a hairy, grown-ass boy. I'm the apprentice of the town smith, who took me in because I was a big old boy, and he is a turtle. He is my paw, and in the backyard, one of my other bestest friends is Oakbeard, and he is the tree in the backyard who has taught me how to fletch some of the finest arrows in all of town, which my paw recently sold. He sold all my dang arrows, which I worked really hard on, and I'm really good with wood, and I'm mediocre smith, smith apprentice at least. And I don't have a lot of friends. Did I say that part already? And I am a furball.
Yes, and the smith's name is Hardy Clipe Clardy. They just call him Hardy.
Clipe Clardy.
Hardy Clardy is what they call him.
And I signed up for every thing in the town to do for Lucha Ultima. Or at least I asked to sign up for everything. And yeah, that's your boy. I'm just out here trying to make friends.
All right. Would you like to go next, Mason?
Holding axes.
What?
Would Mason like to go next?
Sure. My name is Jody. I'm an owl folk. I think I said 2 feet tall. Small. My husband Donnie is medium. I like my big boy Donnie. He is the barkeep at the tavern. and I am just like a server. And we have 3 beautiful children that live with us, one that doesn't. That's June, she moved out when she turned 18. Ashley, Brandon, and Caleb, my little twins, my little triplets, my little babies. I'm probably hurting them around depending on what time it is right now. Yeah. I love my kids more than anything. Try to hurt them, I'm gonna kill you.
Hell yeah! Oh, he walked into Stormwind. Okay. Would Amy or Nate like to go next?
Sure, I am Griselda. I am the town's crazy lady. I am a feisty farmer who protects her village from vampires and werewolves with crops of belladonna, garlic, and wolfsbane. I slay them with my pitchfork and turn the remains into scarecrows. Or that's what the rumors say, at least.
Yeah, the town really secretly loves you. Well, they don't, but they don't express it because of your demeanor, but because you keep the you keep the more judgmental travelers away. So it only keeps the good people who don't care settling here.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready? Hi, my name is Friar Bo Tuck. I am the priest here at town. Insert town name here. I forgot.
Stone Point. Stone Point.
Written right on the screen. I am a half-orc with small stubby tusks coming out of my lower jaw. I'm wearing your general monk, friar monk guards with a rope belt and a fashioned friar tuck haircut with a kind of a bald top. I do various things around the abbey, perform rituals and pray, and attend to the cemetery with the gravekeeper, Laldley. Other than that, I love a good tankard of ale, and I love to make people happy and make sure everybody's, joyous.
And he's the only one that's nice to oak bark, other than my paw. My paw's not even that nice to me.
Hardy Clip Cardi is he's just a southern dad.
Is Griselda walking around town right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's towards the end of the day, right? It's nighttime.
Well, is there anything you wanted to do before you went to bed? Otherwise, it's like we can start either at night or in the morning. It doesn't. I'm down for anything. I kind of have to go to the bathroom, but that's nothing new.
So Great Grill is going to keep chopping a tree.
I was just going to talk to somebody to find out more about this Ultima.
So
I'm
I'm
probably at the tavern, still drinking.
Yeah. So like, we can say you get back from like your little scouting excursions and bow practicing outside of town, so you don't startle anybody or accidentally hurt anyone. And you see that there are a lot of people like flowing out of the tavern, and like are pretty like excited about the events that were unfolding inside. And there's a little bit of music playing, and some people are walking out with tankards, wood and clay, some metal, and walking back to their establishments, and they raise them to you. And you hear lots of noise on the inside.
If you're by the smith at all, I'm usually hanging out on my roof at nighttime.
I'm probably hesitant to approach other races at the moment, so
One where I can't discern 1 foot from the height view. You know, 7 or 8 feet, you can't discern 1 foot.
Well, when you're like 6 feet tall and you see a 7-footer or an 8-footer, I mean.
So I do have a question for you,
They're
Rob.
both tall.
And I'd like this to be candid, so to roll with it. There's like, I was looking up furbolgs because I played a furbolg in one of the first 5e games I played, and I played it as if it was a Fey-touched Furbolg, which is the one that's in the picture in the book. So those blue-skinned, like, planny ones. 5e changed completely from all the other editions, where Furbolgs were, like, huge Celtic fucking men. Like, literal, like, 7 to 10 foot tall, like, Celtic men. And I think they did that because of Goliaths. So if you wanted... because you did come from the forest, you could be that classic, like, Fey-touched Furbolg, or you could be, like, a very large human who is also hairy, but they're more like humanoid features, not the crazy colored skin.
So are you just a very big leprechaun?
I'd like the Fey touch, like, if that's okay, like...
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Like instead of armpit hair, like moss.
Yeah. That's cool, because you might come across other Furbolgs who aren't Fey-touched, is why.
Okay, I got you.
The rest of your body hair moss, or just your under hair?
I'd say under parts because they don't see a lot of sunlight. But maybe like there's like a combination of hair and maybe some moss around.
It's lichen. It's a symbiotic relationship
Exactly.
of fungus and microbes.
Yes.
Of algae.
I'd have like normal elven hair, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach this sweet looking lady, Griselda. Excuse me, miss. Can you tell me more about this Lucha Ultima? I'm kind of new here, just trying to figure out what's going on.
You're new here.
Are you talking to me?
Here. Have this, and I'm gonna pull out a necklace of cloves of garlic and just put it on him.
Thanks.
It'll keep the vampires away. And here, this, and I'll give him a bundle of dry wolfsbane and belladonna and a bunch of other herbs, and just hand it over to him.
I'm sitting there holding in my arms and stuff.
From the distance you hear, "Oh, is that garlic?" And out trots from the wilderness, or from the woods where he was chopping a tree, is Frank Grill.
Holy shit! Are you an elf?
Shit, I cannot do this voice right now.
I actually didn't sound too bad at first.
Start with the damn it, Bobby, and go from there.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby!
Damn it, Griselda!
Damn it, Bobby!
You want to switch characters?
You got this,
I'm just gonna do my normal voice.
No, you gotta be Hank.
He can do whatever voice he wants.
Give me some garlic.
There you go.
Yeah, I sound like an old man.
It's not
Give
bad.
me some garlic.
He is an old man.
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
You must be Griselda.
You started being so rude.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
Seen an elf before.
Oh.
You just surprised me.
I am an elf? This isn't a weird thing, is it?
I don't think so. I think that seems pretty normal around here, at least.
I think... Wait, what? Where the hell are you from?
No, because Joe just said he was in the list.
So you guys are aware of, like, you know, travelers do come, but it is quite early for a traveler to be coming for Lucha Ultima, especially since y'all have just found out about it. So you're like astromancers and astrologers and whatever, you know, your star scryers do a lot of work to make sure this shit happens correctly, and not many people really pay attention to the fact of, like, why Lucha Ultima happens. They just come for the festivities. But so you, and if you guys want, you can make a history check or a perception check to see if, like, during his time in town, like going in and out of Ken's practicing, if you've like seen him and taken notice of him.
I got an 18.
I got a 12.
Yeah, Griselda's weary eyes from her garden and farm plots easily spot him coming in and out of the town every day.
Like heading into the woods and whatnot, yeah.
The Great Grill got a 5, so he has no fun with Andrew.
He's just another human.
Ah, yes, I've seen you before.
I'm sorry. I'm Ken, by the way.
Griselda.
Griselda, it's a pleasure to meet you. What is this Lucha Ultima that everyone's talking about as I hold up a piece of paper?
And he's holding up a sign-up sheet.
Oh, if I may, sports betting.
All this hoopla, I just make sure that we're protected from the vampires.
Wait, vampires are real here?
Of course, I keep them at bay with this garlic. That's why I gave you a strand.
Thank you. Last thing I want is somebody gnawing at my neck. Vampire!
Was Ken just attacked by a vampire?
Was that a vampire from the sky? What happened?
It was Sarah Vampire.
Oh. Wait, she's away on a trip visiting family.
Yeah, I'll turn back to Joe's character because I haven't caught his name yet. Yeah, I'm not from around here, or I think anywhere near. I just kind of woke up here one day and still trying to piece together where here is.
What is the name of this town?
Stone Point.
Hence
you're in Stone Point.
hence the hand. And actually, you know what? There are no obvious signs that say Stone Point. And majority of the establishments and buildings have either like runes or sigils or some sort of sign with a like crest depiction on them. So, you know, like the smithy has like an anvil, but it's like a turtle shell on a hammer. The Weary Hearth has like a central like campfire with like a wreath around it.
You can tell the name of the city by the statue at the end.
Yeah, the giant hand.
Right, Stone Point.
And I reach out a hand and I say, the name. Oh shit. The name's Xirapha? The name's. God damn it! It's not happening.
Dude, I feel like this is like you just having inner dialogue with yourself in front of them.
It's not happening.
You just make your character schizophrenic and just keep going back and forth like
Yeah,
that.
actually, this is actually canon. This is what is coming out of his mouth right at this moment. This is not happening. Ugh.
This is
Name's Grill.
Grill?
Grill. Mr. Grill. Great Grill. Damn it.
You're an interesting one. Nice to meet you. Where can I sign up for this Lucha Ultima?
Oh, you pretty much already are, I think.
Tavern.
Tavern. Oh, I've been in there. Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you guys. I think I'm gonna head to the tavern if I'm not already in there.
You guys are kind of standing at the intersection in front of it. The tavern's number 7. I'll ping it real quick. Bing, bing. There. So you guys are pretty much like up in front of there, chilling, maxing out, relaxing, all cool, chit chatting.
I'll bid you, and I'll head into the tavern.
Yeah. As you enter, like a few more random people walk out, and they're like, "Oh, good day, sir," and they look, scurry off to go finish their evening's tasks.
Hello.
So, what were?
Already clocked in, probably.
Yeah, while that conversation was going on, what was everybody else doing?
I'm I'm at the
Briar
top.
Tuck is smoking.
Smoking out in the smoke room in the weary hearth.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm not old enough to be in the tavern. Nor
Yep.
does anyone want me there. I'm sitting.
So sad.
I'm pretty okay with the life I live.
Self-imposed criticism is the best.
I'm laying on top of the Smith, our smithy, building on top of the roof with Shelby just gazing at the stars.
You want to roll me a perception check?
Sure,
Stargazer.
I would love to.
Stargazer's back.
Just a little what do you call it? Homage to my old character.
You're fucking so high.
You're high.
He's a high priest. Almost.
Are you high on botany?
Hi, I'm the Word of God.
All these more.
Oh man.
Yeah, I love
Is
it.
perception wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
12. No, 11.
Yeah, I mean, from your your perch a high, you heard bits and pieces of this conversation. You picked up, Griselda and Ken introducing each other to one another, as well as Grant Grill's grumbling and guttural speeches, and then it kind of distracted you from your stargazing, but you're still atop there.
Was I looking at the stars and I heard some conversation, and then I turned over on my belly and I peeked over the roof and was looking at them?
Yeah.
And I was
And
just like, wow, it must be nice to have friends.
yeah, and you saw you rolled okay enough to hear, Ken explain that he's a stranger in town, and that he's new here.
Did I notice his bow?
Probably it's on my back, strung around me.
Yeah, he's not concealing it. Most people here walk with open carry, whether it's tools or a weapon
Open
and a
carry
scabbard.
now.
Yeah, no, who the fuck cares?
I think to myself as I see him with his bow strung on his back, oh, he's putting so much tension on that bow. That bow's gonna break. He's not even using it, and it's strung.
It's drawn on his back.
There's an arrow notch in it.
Yeah, it's ready to shoot.
Oh, it's just a tattoo. It's just drawn on.
Oh.
Got him. All right.
No, his bow's strung. So there's a lot of tension on that wood. And
Yeah,
I know wood.
he needs to keep his bow tucked.
Where's Jody? I'm thirsty.
Hey.
Yeah, what are y'all doing while as this not so strange stranger enters the double swinging doors of the tavern? It's like the classic Texas or classic Western saloon doors, but they're full. They're not halfway. They're full doors. So full double doors, and they're swinging on open. And as you enter, you're greeted with the fresh scents of mixed herbs from pipes, sautéing dishes, and the rumbling and grumbling of chitter chatter amongst the common folk. Many are gathered up at the front where there's a few figures standing and talking, and it looks like people are signing papers and filing out of the tavern or going to different segments of the tavern, which I'll go ahead and I'll link pictures, because it's a multi-segment. It's four or five rooms. It's quite large, and
Here, can I make a perception check to see if there's instruments of some kind?
oh yes, you can, and there are for sure instruments. There's light music getting played that a dwarf is actually playing.
What's he playing?
This is one of Sire Ninia's children, and Odo is a half dwarf, half elf, and I wrote down what she plays somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's a stringed instrument. I think it's the hurdy-gurdy because of, you know, our fun that we have in the ocean. So, but there's like percussion. There's like a fairly like well-made but like simple drum. There are bone chimes, like wind chimes. There are also what looks to be like part of a harp getting made. It's only got like a third of its strings strung.
Here's what I would like to do. I'd like to grab the whatever the drum.
Sure.
And I'd like to I'd like to ask if it's okay if I join him. And then if not, I'd like to play along with him.
Yeah, she nods at you. It's like, oh, of course you're welcome up to play. I hope you can pick a tune and follow in. And it's like a 16-inch diameter drum. It's pretty good size.
I'm not the greatest, but I'll try to match your beat. I'll start playing.
All right, and make a. Do you have a skill you'd like to use?
No, but performance. I'm not proficient with it. But
Sure, go right ahead. Yeah, so if I ask for, this is for everybody, and I should have said this to begin with. If I ask for like a skill, and you can justify using another skill, usually I prefer it to be something that you're proficient with, but we don't have that many proficiencies, and you don't know if you're going to be proficient with something unless you try. That's how commoners become proficient with shit, right? How we all become proficient with things. So I don't mind if you come up with like a justifiable reason through like either like RP or background or whatever you want to do. To use a different skill. So like, you know, if I'm calling for acrobatics and you're like, hey, my character is like a little more strapped for like muscular use, can I use athletics? Obviously things along those lines, but you know, other abilities are interchangeable as well.
Yeah, I think
But yeah, go ahead. Feel free. Whether it's like sleight of hand or performance or whatnot.
You're like a baby thing.
Or even if you wanted to do like perception to try and like listen to like key moments in her like tune to like pick up and like follow a rhythm, like, you know, there's all kinds of variables.
performance is cool. I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How does it sound as she's, you know, going in on her hurdy-gurdy?
Almost like louder than her, like I'm beating really hard and fast, and I'm kind of like smiling and like nodding my head and like thinking it's a good job.
Alright, hold
Whoa,
on.
this is painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what is Jody doing? And this is all going on as you enter the tavern. Ken, you see, you know, it looks to be a friar, in you know, religious clothing and a fairly like well clad, nice clothing, dwarf sitting on a chair playing a hurdy-gurdy and just like looking unamused but going along because, you know, people don't seem to mind too much or they're not saying anything in the least.
I'm probably super amazed but still timid to like approach somebody who's a half orc, just intimidated and whatnot. So I'll probably steer clear of whatever's going on over there and try and find somebody to sign up for the Ultima.
I wanna say to I forgot the name, the hostess.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about names, you know everybody in the town, so I don't mind looking it up. I have this written down, so don't ever worry. The hostess is the human. It's actually the only male kin to Sire Ninia, and it's Valda Treestrider.
Okay, I'll say, oh, who's this cutie that just walked in? Put him in my section, baby. And then, oh.
Ooh, me?
Yeah, okay.
Great. Yankill walks in.
And Griselda. Yes, do you guys follow Ken into the do you guys follow Ken into the tavern?
Yeah, we do. I do follow Ken into the tavern.
All right. So yeah, as you guys walk in, you're greeted with hold on, let me I don't know why Rhythm Bot isn't working. User error on my end. I don't think I maybe that really hit. I always started playing the tavern music. Let's see here. This is like a very large building. Oh, it didn't. Like in Discord, like that's the kit. Oh, this is all going into Rhythm. Fuck it. Like that's the kitchen alone there in this tavern. So that kind of gets you like an idea of the setting, or like the feel of the air there. But the fuck was this guy's name again? Valda. Okay. Valda looks at y'all and is like, oh. I gotta get my voice, hold on. If you could change your fate, would ye? Are you a party of three? Go to yeah, it's just the three of you. I mean, well, regardless of what you're doing, there seems to be a spot over there by Lady Jody. I think she's got a clear table for the three of you. You know, just take your arses over there and get you a drink, and then you can sign up. Look at the table's full if you ain't done it yet. If you've already done it, then get yourself a drink for doing it.
The range, bravo.
A drink? Put that right in my hand.
I'll I have menus on the table ready for them.
And in front of you,
I'm Green Grill.
you
I
see.
reach my hand out to Jody.
I dap them up, I guess.
Now the prices are a little different, but those are the drinks. This is a pretty well off tavern. Its patron is well to do and endowed. So
Welcome, guys. What can I get you?
Hey, miss, I guess can I grab an ale, please? You guys have,
do that.
You guys have IPAs around?
IPAs. The Imperials haven't been here since years ago.
Did you already have a few, sweetie? I don't know what you're talking about.
Just forgive me, sorry, I'm not from around here. Yeah, I'll just take whatever you guys got on tap.
Alright, I'll recommend the Stammeroot Ale.
Let's go for that.
there is, and you would know this, Jody, because you are very knowledgeable in patronage and customer service. There is a Moloch Hopper, which is your parallel to an IPA.
Okay, I'll recommend.
But there's also like you have like stouts, porters, browns. So
Gonna get Donnie to make these drinks for them, and then I'm gonna take my lunch break, and I'm gonna just sit down with you guys. What friends here?
Oh, well, hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm Ken. Where can somebody sign up for this lucha thing? Yeah, natural.
I guess I'll fly over and get the paper for him to sign that.
He actually has one. Would you like to roll a sleight of hand check, Ken, to see which one you grabbed from the sheets at the inn?
All right.
Because there were 3 separate sign-up sheets. So,
I rolled a 3.
a 3.
Yep.
So you grab the first like one of the first sections of the sheet, because I was gonna go lowest to highest and split that into thirds, a d20 into thirds. So you grab the first sheet. So it's actually the consecration sheet or the woodland prep sheet.
Okay.
And there are a couple of names on there. You do see that there is the half stacks names are on this sheet specifically, as well as someone with the name with the last name Pothold. It's just signed D Pothold. And
You're on that, right?
you guys are on the one that's on the table. He brought this from where he's staying at the inn because they're around town, which was like at the town meeting. You guys would have remembered this from the meeting because it was like literally not that long ago. They said that they had posted like posters around town, so if people didn't want to sign up in the tavern just then, they could go out and sign up, as well as like just make sure they were done signing up by the end of tomorrow, because tomorrow they were going to start things. Preparations.
Okay. So with this piece of paper, do I have to like sign it and hand it to somebody?
Yeah, so, yeah, pretty much you'd be doing them a favor by collecting that and turning it in. And, or a, indirect, like, maybe not as many people will sign up because you brought the sheet a little early, but who are they to say?
Yeah, well, I don't really know what's going on with this, contest, but it sounds fun. Any of you guys have a pen?
Jody, yeah, Jody, you for sure have like, and actually you probably would have some sort of like ink producing like mushroom or myconid, but Jody would have some sort of like retractable chalk and or like graphite.
This is unique. This is cool. Yeah, I'll use it and sign my paper. And Jody, was it? What do I do with this paper? Do you know who I can give this to?
Would I know who to give it to?
Yeah, you would know to just turn it in at the table up top. And if you want to make a perception check, it's pretty easy to see how many people are up there. But you can see who's like crowding around which like section of the table, more so than the others, and kind of see which sign-ups where.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. Yeah, there's like, maybe like like around 8 to 10 people in the front of the table, all chitter-chattering, talking about which ones they want to sign up for. But like it's easy enough. If you wanted to kind of like just like slide the page up there, you could. Is that the one you wanted to sign up for? Because there are like 3 steps, and you do recall that from the other pamphlets at the inn.
Which one was this? Wood something?
The consecration and woodland preparation.
Yeah, I'll do that. With my military background that I've got training of woodland stuff, surviving.
Oh, it's not just surviving. It's consecrating.
I don't know what that means.
You have to find out.
I'm signing up for it anyways.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys would excuse me for a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get up and walk over there to turn the paper in.
Oh, I thought you were like actually like pardoning yourself.
I'm gonna look at his butt as he walks away.
Oh yeah, and did you say that? Did you say that out loud? Like, oh yeah, I have military experience.
Yeah.
Is that like candid? I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be. I didn't know if that was like inner dialogue or not.
No, I said it out loud probably.
Okay.
Just trying to like make conversation with the table.
Because that's impressive. Even in fantasy world.
I thought he just ordered the beer. I didn't know he ordered cakes too.
Oh. Mmm. Yeah, roll a Constitution saving throw.
For who?
Jody.
3.
Yeah, you are. It's hard for you to take your eyes off, and
Does Donnie notice?
Donnie, you don't notice. You don't notice Donnie noticing, but Donnie notices.
Does Donnie think the cakes?
And he gets back to finishing the drinks and brings them. As your like eyes are caught, he sets the drinks down.
Oh, hey, baby.
Yeah. So here's your drinks, honey. I got the kids with well, I guess Mr. T's here, but they got the kids at the orphanage right now doing something. They're occupied, so you don't gotta worry about them. And then he'll be like, you know,
Don't worry about them, Johnny. Of course.
he says, Mr. Grill, here's your beverage. What did he order?
The IPA that you suggested.
Nah, that's for the
Oh,
that's for the
sexy guy.
yeah, the big tall. That's for the strapping lad.
Oh yeah, I got the whiskey.
The old whiskey, the old bottom of the barrel. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
And Griselda, some water.
Yeah, and some mushroom broth.
and the mushroom broth. Some hot dog water, pretty much. Sounds good. Here you are. Here's your beverages. Here's your goes. I gotta get back over there. So enjoy. Then he scurries back, and before he leaves, he gives you a kiss on the head, Jody. A little beak peck, like a little owl, like you know how they clean each other's feathers. Look at that.
Oh, are we pruning?
And he skitters off, his little medium self. And the music goes on and plays, and as it goes on, would you like to make another performance check, Mr. Tuck, Frya?
No, but whose drum do I gotta beat to get another ale around here?
Oh, Donnie will flap over as you like start protesting. He's like,
Donnie, it's good to see you. How's life and how's the wife?
you know, you gotta keep a happy wife to have a happy life. What do you need?
Oh, you know, just the usual ale.
All right, be right back. Just pulled a few, and he goes and he flaps off, and then he flaps back, and he's like, "Here's the Hellhound Stout. It's a pretty good one. It'll put a little bit of hair on your chest. You could use a bit more feathers.
Nutty, toasty.
Yeah, it is a bit nutty."
Donnie's giving you a nutty.
Yes, I was just reading the chart.
And then he goes and he flaps off. He's like, "Yeah, just you know, holla if you need any more."
I'll bang my drum.
And he goes back to taking care of just a few patrons that are still at the bar. Yeah, at this time, there's not too many people still in here. Maybe a dozen or so, including yourselves. So you're about half the company left in the tavern.
I'll go up and do my set with my pan flute.
Oh hell yeah! All right, y'all want to make
I want to lean into the table and be like, how much do you want to bet he sucks?
Ken, you would be back by now if you wished. Easy enough, you know, with your 10 intelligence to just put the paper where the other papers with the same title on the top of it is. It's not a very hard task, and you can return to the table unless there was something else you wish to do while you did see the beverages getting ran to and fro as well.
And no, I'll come back and sit back down and have a drink.
I got a dirty 20 on my performance.
Oh, would you like to make one, Friar Tuck? Are you going to join in on the pan flute? Or is this a solo?
No, I'd like to continue on the drums.
Okay. And Odo will also continue as a backup, as a rhythm. Okay. 15 total for her.
Lost in the music.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, if you'd like. It's overall, it's pretty dang good. Y'all are having no issue jamming, and all the patrons in the tavern are seeming to enjoy it. Is there any like specific tune you're going for?
No, I'm matching the beat for sure.
Jody,
Like whatever they're
Jody,
playing,
your
I'm going.
lead. Are you going for like techno house, classical?
I'm thinking like Enya.
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
Who's singing?
With
I'm on the flute.
with Jody's magical vocals of an owl, I'm pretty sure she can vocalize and exhale into the pan flutes and do like the as she's blowing into the pan flute. This is her signature
Brew
routine.
would also like to accompany by using minor illusion to make sound that it goes with music.
Okay, yeah. Can you roll?
An anonymous contributor.
Can you roll an Arcana? 1 to make sure it's like kind of sneaky, but 2 to also make sure it's just like a pretty decent spell.
Oh no, it's a 4.
Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Hey, yo, fur boy,
Yes,
what are you doing today?
I'm just hanging out on the roof.
They're in
I'm not allowed in bars.
Why?
You were in the bar last time.
I'm like 12 years old.
You look like a grown man.
Yeah, but they say that I'm too young as an excuse for me not to be in there because I scare away the customers. I'm not the most handsome boy in town. I am one of the nicest, but I'm not the most handsome.
We won't
I
have
mean-
any curfew.
Have you guys ever seen Halloween Town?
Of course.
You know that one kid that's actually a troll?
Yes.
That's like me.
We were poor, bro, growing up, so we had basic cable.
Alright, I'm back.
It was a little busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If it was back in the day on Disney Channel, I definitely would see it.
Wait, you didn't have Disney Channel back in the day?
I just watched, what was that other Halloween?
He just watched Hocus Pocus last Halloween.
Yeah, last year for the first time.
Okay, well that's like the personal issue there.
Nate, you know what? That's why you're so great.
Hey.
You didn't get brainwashed by Disney Channel as a kid.
Yeah.
Hey, I was brainwashed and I turned out okay.
Yeah, we turned out okay as well. Yeah, I guess so. We grew up in Disney fucking Town Celebration.
For me, it
Yeah,
was
that's,
just
now that's a
Saturday
brainwash.
things. That's the only kind of like Disney Channel. Whenever they like the NBC or whatever, Fox or whatever streamed it Saturday mornings, that was it.
Nice.
Well,
So you
do
got
you
like
have Disney
Clifford
Plus now?
holiday special.
Disney Plus, yeah, that's what I got.
You can catch up.
Yes, I can. Get my whole childhood in.
Exactly.
It's like 4 of them, so we can just pick up on Halloween Town. 1, 2, 3.
Blown my mind. It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Look, you can stop after Halloween Town too.
Halloween Time from Calabar Revenge.
All like 5 of them.
Halloween Time High.
Halloween Time High was one of their lower points.
Isn't it like one of those Fast and Furious series?
That's the only time that movie's good.
Halloween Time 9.
Pretty much is. I hate to say it, but it pretty much is.
Did anybody go watch Fast and Furious?
Nope.
I stopped watching it after like 2.
Alright, before I get furious, let's get fast back into this game. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to use it as a pun. I'm really not all that. I really don't care. I went to go pee. Does anybody else have to go to the bathroom? We can take a little break.
I was explaining to them how my character is similar to the kid in Halloween Town that was the troll.
I forgot where we were going with that.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But,
I can dig it.
yeah.
Halloween Town. Halloween Town Drift.
Hey,
So-
Jake, do you want me to play some? Here, I can fucking.
Yeah, go ahead, take over. For some reason, I couldn't get past this this playlist I put on, so I couldn't play tavern music. But if you know how to do that shit, hell yeah.
Now.
Now,
This should be the time. This is it.
as this is all going on, we're gonna cut back to Oak Bark, and you're gonna have what's the mongoose's name again?
Shelby.
Shelby. There we go. Okay.
Shelby.
Okay. As you're on the... So this is just as Ken goes inside and you see Grank Grill and Griselda kind of look at each other who just came out of the tavern, shrug, and go back in because, well, why the hell not? They just met a stranger. Might as well have drinks with them. And you're on the table, and Shelby kind of like hops out of your collar and looks at you and looks at them and starts pulling on it with her front paws and begins like trying to usher you down the table into the direction of the tavern.
I'm on our roof.
Yeah, sorry, down the roof, not the table. Down the roof in the direction of the tavern.
Shelby, you know I'm not allowed in there. I got yelled at last time.
Best voice yet.
But Shelby, us orphans ain't gonna really, we ain't really fit in with the rest of them.
And she's gonna crawl on you and go into one of your pockets and pull out like probably some like dirty tissue and like hold it in your face and then put it on the ground and like put her paw on it over and over again and like look at you.
Well, dang, Shelby, what do you want with that dirty old cloth, huh? What are you trying to get at?
Would you like to or could you roll either an animal handling or an insight or a perception check to decipher what she's trying to tell you?
Well, as a furball, don't I get speech of beast and leaf?
Yes,
So
you
I
do.
could communicate with her in a limited manner,
Mm-hmm.
like understand her words, and but I have no special. Wait, but I can't like talk to her back, I guess, unless she can understand pretty much what I'm saying.
She understands you. And I'm just trying
So
to
I
gauge how much you understand her mannerisms that she just displayed to you.
I should probably understand her very well.
Okay. Then you would understand...
Well, dang, Shelby, just spit it out already.
You would understand that along the lines that she's trying to get you to, like... She knows that everybody's going and getting something about this paper on these events. Have you signed up for Lucha Ultima yet? This is all at table talk.
You
Oh,
say up for all.
I signed up for all of them, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, she wasn't paying attention, so she thinks you gotta sign up still. So that's what she's trying to tell you.
Shelby, already know I signed up for every single one of them. I'm just waiting for the morning to get out on there. I don't think Paul let me go back to the tavern. It's already getting pretty late.
She looks sad, and then rips up the tissue.
Thank you, Shelby. Should we go talk to Oak? Should we go talk to Oak Beer?
Sure. She climbs on you.
She gets on me, and I slide down the roof into our backyard. Go talk to Oak Beer.
And as you're walking through the slightly dew accumulating grass, and moisture starts getting on your hairy toes, you hear some of the most beautiful music, pan flute, drum, and hurdy-gurdy ever. That it sounds so sublime. You never want it to end ya.
Shelby, you hear that? If that's not the best music I ever reckon heard, should we go? Where's that come from? I follow my ears.
Make a investigation, since you're like actively looking, but I'll take into account you have advantage because Shelby's also enticed.
Okay. Investigation. That's not wisdom, is it?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Ooh, so 12.
It sounds kind of like it's coming from the tavern.
Okay, so I'm kind of sneaking. I try to sneak past the window where my pa's probably having a smoke. I don't know. Does Hardy smoke?
He definitely smokes. Yeah, in his picture there's a pipe. He smokes a lot. He just he keeps his window open. Yeah, if you want to try and stealth by, you can make a stealth check.
I stealth by Hardy. Ooh, that's better. Okay, that's 17.
Yeah, you don't step on any twigs or rustle any leaves, and it seems like you can you cross.
I duck under the window.
Yeah, under the window and through the woods, and whichever way you desire.
And I'm also trying to avoid people because people think I'm a werewolf and they don't want to see me out at night.
Okay. I'll take that into account.
I guess I make it to the tavern. Is there a window at the tavern?
Yeah, there's like a couple of windows on the backside.
So we run around to the backside, me and Shelby,
Mm-hmm.
and we start peeking through the back window. Shelby on my shoulder, and just my eyes peeking through the window.
I think Jody leaves the window open usually for him. She actually likes him.
Aww.
Jody is omnipotent about like the people who visit the tavern at any given time.
Seems like she likes children, and I'm a child.
But yeah, so from your vantage point, you'll be like, I imagine you went like right behind this tree because it's the most direct path from, your home. And there's a couple of windows there, and on the left, up on like a pedestal kind of area where the table is, there's like Sire Ninia and Teaglick Bramblehammer, the orphanage patron, are still chatting up at the top, and that's really it that are up at the sign-up table. You see that newcomer Ken, Griselda, and Grank Gill sitting at a table all drinking together. You also see a few other like miscellaneous patrons just sitting around the tavern, townsfolk, and you see Friar Tuck, Jody, and Odo on a stage off to the right, playing the music that lured you here.
So I just put my arms on the ledge of the window, and I put my head on my arms, and I kind of tilt it over like I'm enjoying it, like I'm in I'm just enjoying it.
Oh yeah, the night is merry and full of wonder. The ether is crackling with life.
And Shelby's probably right there on the windowsill dancing.
Oh yeah, she's running up and down, like your leg, and running on the windowsill, and then jumping off and like playing dead, and then rolling around on the ground. Very, very sporadic. Doesn't stay in one spot longer than at least 3 seconds, or at most 3 seconds, and skittering around.
As I see her dance, I get inspired and I start dancing with Shelby.
Okay. What kind of dance do you do?
We're kind of like merry-go-rounding, like my legs are going all over the place. I'm bent over real low so I can hold her hands.
Okay.
And we're just like dancing around.
All right. What is everybody else doing? Because now we are at the point where we're all caught up in parallel timeline-wise.
Drumming. Making sure everyone's happy. That's my goal in life, is make sure joy is in everyone's life.
Oh, you're performing that very, very well right now.
So is anyone singing?
So
Yeah.
Frank Grill is trying to sing, but low key with minor illusion, and he only got a 4.
Okay. Well, it's just about average, you know. It sounds like a not so like a slightly tone trained person, like humming slightly loud. Like you're singing along to Jody's pitch perfect Enya hums, but just at a much lower grumbly tone. But you're matching it.
What Enya song is this?
May it be, for sure.
I'm doing full Lord of the Rings.
Anything? What is Ken doing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you guys have you drank in your ales?
Oh, Greg has finished his whiskey by now.
Oh baby.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
And then another round would come around, easily enough, unless you like want to put a hand up and say no to more drinks. But after this first drink, unless you have a Constitution modifier, you'll have to start making some saves or start getting certain effects. But you all feel very lively and loose and warm. It is a good, joyful night, and the time is flying by.
After my set, I clock out because I'm not doing a double tonight, but I still hold around.
Yeah, I suppose after this song I'll head back to the Abbey and do some last minute cleaning before I head to bed.
I'll probably save my dues and head back to the tavern.
Perfect.
Or, excuse me, the inn.
Do you have a place to stay?
Yeah, I'm staying at the inn. Forgive me for being kind of shocked talking with you. Never seen somebody so big and green before. Are you green? What color are you?
Palish?
Pale.
Palish kind of, yeah, I guess like a palish, brown, I guess, you know? Really light brown. There we go. That's the color I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, from where I'm from, they paint a pretty nasty picture about your kind, and sorry, I was just a little hesitant.
Excuse me, my kind.
You're half orc, aren't you?
Well, yeah, it's just, it's no big deal. It's, there are some Neanderthal-like, half-orcs, yes. But my lineage comes from a very civilized and very educated, group of other half-orcs. We bred from other half-orcs. We decided to embrace our kind and our likeness and just breed with our own kind.
Cousins.
Well, where I'm from, people are ignorant, and you must forgive me for that.
I'm just messing with you. Well, listen, if you need a prayer or a good blessing, you head up to the Abbey and I'll be happy to light some candles for you.
Amen.
Bye-bye now.
Farewell. Have a good night.
I should pick up my kids.
They are
Jody was
all
Jody was
dead tired. Like sleeping.
Oh, all dead.
They're dead and sacrificed.
What?
They're dead. Tired.
Party dies.
Yeah, they're all like asleep with the other orphans all around in the Imperial administration. I mean, easy enough
After
to
a
like
couple-
pick up and get home.
After a couple of dances, me and Shelby just fall on the floor and we're just laughing, and we just fall asleep right there by the tavern.
Perfect, because even after they leave, Odo still kind of continues to like just play like a generic, just practicing, doing different things, transitioning between songs, trying a few different diddles and daddles, honing her skills.
Oh, and I love it. It puts me right to sleep, me and Shelby.
Perfect.
In the dew-ridden grass.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do before they somber on over home and get their rest before a day's work?
Yeah, Greg's gonna minor illusion some coins on the table and then slip out and find a barn to sleep in.
Okay.
Place to stay?
No, I have plenty of money. I have plenty of places to stay. I'm a well-to-do man. I'm gonna roll deception on that, and that's a nat 1.
You also maybe you don't know this, but you are kind of considered a citizen in the town, and a lot of places won't like actually charge you. So though you have been leaving like coin on the table, you weren't paying attention to it, but no one actually paid for any drinks like tonight, or really ever any night you've been at the tavern. It's like a very like
You see, Greg Grill is a stout businessman.
Exactly.
He has to maintain an image.
Exactly. So like after those like coins like go away after you leave the distance, like no one even like pays notice. So you've thought it's been flawless, and these people are like taking your coins and like, hell yeah, I'll take this.
And my flawless lie to the priest about having a place to stay. Which was a nat 1. It's obviously a lie.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. So yeah.
Yeah, you definitely, take it as you will. You can you got 10 times his roll, so you can take it however you really want. And you also do know that he is on the list to help y'all tomorrow, and he was the only person to actually start working early. He's been chopping wood like all night.
Well, if you need a pew to sleep in, you're always welcome. I'm sure I could convince Laldi to let you stay for the night.
Oh, I'm a successful businessman. I don't need that.
Right.
I will take you up on the offer out if you do goodness of your heart.
A smile at him. Okay then. Well, whatever makes you happy.
You can think of some good business plans for making good systemized production of the consecration of the woods tomorrow that you can contemplate in your queues. Or pews.
Yes, I'll go to the pews and sleep on this.
Alright, then follow me.
I follow you.
I grab my belly and laugh.
Do you have any of those monk whiskeys? Or blue wines?
Oh, I only have sacramental wine. I'm sorry, not at the Abbey. You might want to ask the tavern keepers if they have something to go for you.
Walk me down.
I've already paid my tab and left.
Alright, well, those are your options. I don't have. I'm sorry. Unless you want to try the holy water.
Good man of God, I will follow you.
Let's go. Yeah, stumble my way to the Abbey. With my new friend, Drink Grill. We're about to charcoal some meats.
Griselda,
That was gross.
what did Griselda just wander back to her farmstead?
Yeah.
Is there anything you wanted to do as everybody was leaving, or?
No. Just sneak out.
Seriously, like the witch she is.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Sounds good. And can you make me like a perception check as you walk back to your farm? Yeah, you don't really notice anything as you wander back, and you feel very comfortable with your new acquaintance in town. Someone who finally seems somewhat normal. But, according to you. And in your standards, however you want to take that. Whether it's someone that you can benefit from or whatnot, but they also didn't get repulsed by your garlands. So they're not a vampire, which is good. And as the night goes on, you all seem to sleep fairly soundly. There is a little bit of hustle and bustle in the night. Nothing intense, but there are some townsfolk that are more nocturnal than daytime diurnal. What is
I
it?
ring the morning bell.
Yes, and as the sun crests over the horizon, you all have sweet dreams. You say your prayers if you say them, and would you like to take a break before we get into the next day?
Sure.
Cool.
Did Donnie go home, or did he cruise the glory halls?
Donnie's dead.
No, Donnie did make his way home after what seemed to be a okay amount of time between like you leaving and it being a proper time to close the tavern. So nothing terribly suspicious.
Suspicious, you say?
Yeah, suspicious. As suspicious.
Suspicious.
As suspicious as a barn or brown owl? Barn owl?
He is a
So,
or Tawny.
Tawny owl. Burnt umber.
Donnie.
that Jack Daniels hit me pretty strong.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Hey, pass some this way.
Oh yeah, we're doing that, right? The monk. I'll pour some onto my mic. Did you get it?
I got it, I guess.
Alright, I got a golden monkey.
I think I'm feeling Mr. Kraft.
Hell yeah.
God, I'm so tired.
I'm sorry, bud. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Thanks.
I fell asleep last Sunday.
You cuck.
It's alright, man.
Okay, so.
Oh my god, what is that?
How long do you guys want to take a break for? Till like 50?
15 minutes?
Yeah, no, up to 50.
10
50
like 10
till.
minutes, like 9 more minutes.
Works
What?
for me.
I'm gonna pull some pierogies out the freezer.
Pierogi.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna make some dumplings later. They had buy one, get one fucking frozen dumplings at fucking Publix, and I got that shit. That's my exciting story of the week.
I love dumplings.
Someone playing Pirates of the Caribbean?